for me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't
And they're coming off the turn four. The flagman has got the flag in there. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Oh, let's go racing, boys.
It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster.
Welcome to Northern California's wine country, where rolling vineyards and stunning landscapes meet the roar of high-powered machines. Today, Sonoma Raceway transforms from a peaceful hillside to a battleground of speed, strategy, and survival. This 2.5-mile road course is unlike any other on the schedule. 12 twisting, turning corners, steep elevation changes, and unforgiving pavement that punishes mistakes. For 55 laps, drivers will wrestle their machines through the carousel, climb the hill, and power down the drag strip straightaway, searching for every ounce of grip and every opening to pass. It's a test of skill, precision, and patience, but also of guts, as the best in the series fight not just the track, but each other. In wine country, there are no easy victories, only hard-fought triumphs. Today, one driver will etch their name into road course history. This is the Wine Country Classic 55, the fourth race of the NLG Xfinity Series, brought to you by the Green Flag Racing Network. Good evening, folks. Coming to you live from Sonoma Speedway. I am Robert McKay. Alongside me, a familiar face to me, but not to the folks at home. Unfortunately, Christopher Rosca is experiencing some illness right now, so he will be producing tonight, but he is not going to be in the booth. Instead, is a good old friend of mine. Please welcome Cohen Haas for the first time in the GFRN booth. Cohen.
Hello, Robert McKay. How you doing, my buddy?
I'm doing all right. So, Sonoma, you've expressed multiple times your displeasure for road courses. You mind explaining that?
Personally, I just never have traction, you know? I tend to spin.
That is a fair assumption. Road courses are incredibly difficult. In my opinion, some are much harder than ovals are, especially the super speedways. I know you like those because they're easier
Oh, yeah, of course.
than road courses. But I have raced Sonoma a few times. I know you haven't. It's the trickiest road course. I'm half decent at road courses. This is the one.
Are you sure? I feel like Coda would take that. I feel.
Well, here's the thing about Sonoma. As I said in the intro, Sonoma is very, very hilly. And so is Coda to an extent, but Sonoma is very hilly everywhere. I mean, except for, like, the front straightaway, like the turn 14, there isn't a lot of flat stretch on this track.
Of course, McKay, but turn one.
Fair.
That's a chaos zone in itself.
Exactly, and we will definitely be seeing the chaos tonight, as so far, only 2 drivers put in a qualifying lap, with right now 3 drivers out on track trying to set a lap, but doesn't look like that's going very successful. Right now, the only 2 drivers who have set a lap are Tanner Griffin, who currently has provisional pole position, and Owen Christensen, currently in second place, but they're separated by a second. I mean, you and I have known Tanner Griffin for a long time, and he's not much of a road course racer. This is quite interesting.
I've heard from him. He's starting to improve on him. He's been holding his own recently. And then he just got out qualified by Mr. Briers.
Exactly. What a lap there. Right now, Will Byers, the provisional pole position, 122.7, absolutely crushing Tanner Griffin's lap. Will Byers has been really a front contender here the past few weeks. The other front contender is unfortunately out this race, I believe. So it's going to be really interesting to see the points after tonight's event. But Will Byers, I mean, he's been battling for wins over the past 2-3 weeks. For the viewers at home, if you've watched the last two, you saw the absolutely amazing battles that we got to witness here at Charlotte and Homestead, Miami. I mean, they've been putting on quite a battle at the front.
Yeah, they have.
Right now, only 3 drivers here have put in a qualifying lap. I think the only one left on track is Anthony Perkel in the 7 car. But, I mean, his qualifying session is not actually, I'm mistaken, Travis Farmer is there on track as well. As you see our graphics switch over to the ticker instead of the tower, that means we're getting even closer to racing, folks, here at Sonoma Raceway.
Now, of course, McKay, we both know Travis. He's a familiar face to us. Do you have confidence that he might be able to sweep pole from Mr. Will Byers?
Well, considering that he just went off track here on my end, I can see it here from the booth. I don't know. He's an extremely fast driver, right? Even last week at Homestead Miami Speedway, we saw him battling with the leaders there at the end for the win, but it just didn't become fruitful. But I mean, I have complete hope to an extent, right? Obviously, Travis is a close friend of ours and a teammate of mine, that he'll be able to pull up something together here. I've raced with him in the in endurance series and IndyCar series, and he's been quite competitive.
I can see that. He's a fast driver. Definitely faster than I am. That's a big positive for that. Pardon me.
And as qualifying rounds out here, let's take a look at the running grid presented by Maniforte Crafts. Will Byers puts it on pole position with the 122.4, followed up by Tanner Griffin for Griffin Motorsports in that number 5 Griffin Race Paints scheme. Griffin Race Paints, where design meets performance, putting in a 123.4. Owen Christensen put in a respectable lap of 124.4, about 1.2 seconds off pole position, and everybody else did not qualify.
You know, McKay, what if sorry?
Sorry, continue.
I was looking at the schemes here. Why don't we go over a few of them? Some of them look pretty sweet.
I like that idea. Will Byers switching it up a little bit. Thank God. Instead of running a Taco Bell scheme, which he has the past few weeks, he's running that very, very beautiful Spotify scheme, I may add, of the 53 Ford Mustang. And next to him, a very familiar paint scheme to you and I, Tanner Griffin in that number 5 Griffin Race Paints Chevrolet. Griffin Race Paints is a premier sponsor of the Green Flag Racing Network, and we thank their support. Now, right next to him...
I gotta say, I do really like Tanner's scheme. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the red and black, you know?
I am too, but I also like this scheme. The 65 of Owen Christensen in that Sun Country Airlines orange and blue Ford Mustang. Kind of reminds me of the Syracuse College.
Yeah, and, that's a gorgeous scheme, dude.
It is a very nice scheme, and the driver right next
like
to it
someone either blinked or left.
A lot of 2 drivers here have blinked and left. So we'll come back. Nope, he just came back from Du Bois, Pennsylvania, home state of mine. I'm actually from Pennsylvania. In that very hard to read 89. I know me and Roscoe were talking about that last week. Kind of hard to tell the number.
Might want to have him outline it in white, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it though. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's unique.
I mean, I think the white, like a white surrounding or some color to contrast, it would look pretty great.
It could. And from Cape May, New Jersey, Kyle Davidson in the 6 there. Can't see the sponsor there for a moment. What is that? I'm trying to get a good shot here of the sponsor. It looks like it's Davidson Builders, who is also another premier sponsor of Maniforte Crafts. Wow. Green Flag Racing Network. Travis Farmer in that very noticeable Monster Energy scheme. He's always running some sort of Monster Energy scheme. This time he is in the 9 Monster Energy Toyota Supra.
You know, something I've always noticed is that Travis's Monster schemes look way better than Monster's actual NASCAR schemes.
That is a very good point. Monster does make some very hideous NASCAR schemes. And in last place, Anthony Perkel. Unfortunately, doesn't really have a scheme on his car. but hey, you never know. Will Byers there leading the field as they go through the S's, followed behind the Porsche safety car. Apparently, we're going European now. Usually we
Well,
have the
hey,
Ford
man, it's a
F-
road course, and Porsche dominates road courses.
That is a fair point, but this is America, land of the free, home of the brave.
Fair point there, McKay. But I don't think
As
there's many American cars that can turn right. Especially not these cars.
I mean, they do a half-decent job at turning, right? I mean, and I know the common stereotype is, oh, the NASCAR Cup cars and the NASCAR stock cars can only turn left. But these boys tonight will hopefully
partially
prove
true.
them wrong and prove that they can turn right. As the field approaches turn 14, the site of many famous incidents, including the one at Tony Stewart in 2014 when he got himself stuck on the tire barriers. As they round turn 14, Will Byers approaches the Griffin Racing Paints restart zone, and we are, wait for it, green at Sonoma
are
Raceway.
green.
Here we go, boys. Will Byers getting a nice launch there as Tanner touches the wall a little bit heading into turn 1. Hard braking zone and that not very sharp right-hand turner. Owen Christensen tries to take it too wide there on Joseph Uniscus, but it doesn't look like that succeeds. He concedes the place.
Looks like we had someone do a little blinky blinks over back there. Did y'all see that?
Whoa! Joseph Uniscus off track, sideways into the gravel. Just gets loose, but looks like we will stay green here at Sonoma Raceway. And that is one of the harder things about road courses. If it's a self-spin like that, it is very rare that
There's no caution.
Yeah, exactly. It is very rare that a caution will come out just because of how long it takes about 1 minute and 22 seconds for the drivers to make it around at qualifying speed.
I think I see a little bit of debris on the track.
It'll be fine. Well, but speaking of speed, Will Byers is already starting to extending his lead to about a second now. As we look at Tanner Griffin, as Owen Christensen makes a great move on the outside there, almost through the grass a little bit. Tanner Griffin locks it. Owen Christensen looks to make a move on the outside. Contact!
Contact, and the 65 is almost spun around. And the 65's in the wall.
Hard impact into the wall there for Owen Christensen. He just got loose off the front bumper of Tanner Griffin.
You think his car's going to be fine, or you think there's going to be some mechanical issues with that?
I think it'll be fine. It wasn't that hard of an impact, although there aren't many very safety barriers around here. So we ride on board with Owen Christensen in the 65. As the 7 goes off track again, he is not having a good day here.
Are you sure he got the right setup?
Maybe he put off-road tires on instead.
Must put on the rain tires.
Exactly. Going back to the battle between Owen Christensen and Kyle Davidson, this is the battle for 5th. I mean, Owen Christensen has been battling almost all race with different drivers. First it was Tanner before he got loose, and then now it is Kyle Davidson as he starts to pull away a little bit. Speaking of pulling away, Will Byers in the lead has extended it to about 2.5 seconds.
I gotta say, Travis is keeping it really close on the tail. I maybe think a few laps, Travis, if he keeps the pace up, he might be able to pass.
It looks like something's wrong on my end. You are exactly right, and something's wrong on the ticker too, as we ride on board with that Monster Energy machine. He is right on the tail of Will Byers. I mean, again, as we said earlier, he's a very good road course racer. I mean, you and I have a lot of experience racing against him and racing with him. He is a very, very, very talented driver.
Oh, yeah, of course. Great driver.
And for some reason, folks, I'm looking at our ticker here. It is malfunctioning a little bit. Second and third place are not registering on the ticker. On my end, I actually have a lap-by-lap ticker. So if you watch the international broadcast for NASCAR events, they don't have live feed like we do, or the actual regular broadcasts do. They have it lap by lap. So on the last lap, Travis Farmer was about 0.3 off Will Byers, and Tanner Griffin was about 3.5 seconds back.
Yeah. Travis showing some promise. Oh, he might make a pass. He might just make a pass. Let's get to that outside camera, shall we?
Yeah, he is.
Looks like a pass is about to be there.
Yeah, he is hunting him down. I mean, I'm very impressed. I mean, we obviously knew he was a very fast driver, but he is keeping on Will Byers' tail.
Yeah, man, it's good. You must have a real good car tonight because that thing is moving.
It is moving. Now, Cohen, do you think we'll see a caution tonight, or do you think this will be a pretty cautionless event?
I expect to see maybe 2 or 3 cautions tonight. I mean, given it's a road course, people spin out, people smack into each other. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong with a road course. Debris on track,
I'm gonna
or
say
someone
there's.
decides to put on rain tires. You never know.
You never know. As Travis Farmer is still now about 1.2 seconds off. I mean, he is right there on his tail.
Man, I bet he is really pushing that number 9 Monster Energy Toyota.
I mean, he is. He really is. Will Byers, currently winless here in the NLG Xfinity Series, currently trying to hunt down his first win. Travis Farmer last week won on debut, which is very. I'm sorry. What?
What track was it that he won at?
Homestead Miami Speedway. I mean, he didn't dominate, but I mean, he had an amazing win. Well, obviously won on debut. This is his second week here in the series, and he is on the tail of Will Byers. Will Byers still trying to hunt down his first win. The last few weeks have come up short. He is hoping that today will be this Friday will be the Friday that he is no longer winless, and he marks his way into the history books here in the NLG Xfinity Series.
We can only hope for him.
We can only hope. Now, one of the interesting things about Sonoma Raceway, and something that the viewers at home can very easily see, is the scenery. I mean, it is not lush green. I mean, if you go here around the spring, summertime, it is pretty lush and green. If you look, it's pretty dry and barren. I mean, obviously, this track isn't more recently.
Oh, will Travis get the pass?
It doesn't look like it. But this track
He's
isn't
getting
very
pretty
recently
close.
scanned. This track isn't very recently scanned, as you'll see when we come down to turn 14. There is still a Gen 4 or Gen 3 Dodge Charger ad. But I mean, it is a pretty. It almost looks like a barren wasteland here at Sonoma Raceway. But don't let that fool you, folks. This place is absolutely amazing and it has amazing racing. As Travis Farmer is all over the back bumper of Will Byers here, heading into the S's.
Of course, but something I noticed. Let's go take a look at the guys behind them, Kristen and Tanner, where Christian's made a buttload of time up.
Yeah, Owen Christensen overtook Travis Farmer when we were focusing on the Will Byers-Travis Farmer battle. Now Owen Christensen will try to hunt
Travis
him down.
Farmer. Pretty sure we talked about Tanner Griffin, my man.
Yeah, as you see there, they're just passing by. You can see that Dodge Charger out I was talking about just about a lap ago. But going back to what you were saying, yeah, I mean, but Tanner Griffin's falling back a little bit. I mean, Owen Christensen just overtook him for third here as they just ran out turn 14. As he gets
Tanner
sideways, Tokyo drifts it there a little bit. You know a thing or two about drifting.
Yeah, I often do it into the wall, man.
Yeah, fair.
Very good at doing it in the wall. Tanner in the grass. Tanner is gonna maybe hit the wall, nearly, but doesn't hit it.
What a save there by Tanner Griffin. I mean, he is just pushing it hard. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. Tanner Griffin here coming up, hits the grass, just misses the corner altogether. Let's see if we can get like an onboard shot here. Riding on board here with the number 5, Tanner Griffin here. Not cause caution, but he just overshoots the corner. I mean, great save, though, not getting it into the wall.
Of course, yeah.
Now, Will Byers extending his lead a little bit over Travis Farmer, but don't let that fool you. Travis Farmer has been all over him since the start of this race.
Something I've noted about Travis is he's really good with saving his tire till the end.
Whoa, contact.
Contact. Travis might be able to make a pass. Travis is going for the pass. Let's see if he'll make it.
A little bit of a bump and run there. I like it. Whoa!
Whoa!
Will Byers around.
Well,
oh,
he just
hard
rode
into
around,
the
man.
wall.
And that will give Travis Farmer the lead.
Hard impact into the wall. Almost hits Owen Christensen there.
Christensen will take second. Byers takes third, and then so on.
Whoa, gets loose again.
I think that might have messed up his tires for McKay.
It could have. I mean, sliding on these Goodyear Eagle slicks is not ideal. Exactly.
Of course.
Travis Farmer now takes over the lead because of the incident with Will Byers. I mean, let's see if he can pull away from Owen Christensen here.
It all depends on how what Christensen's pace is. Speaking of, let's go see that pace.
Yeah, I mean, he's putting up some very respectable lap times here, going over to Travis Farmer on my end. He's been keeping it between the 122, 123 range. His fastest lap of the race, a 122.5. His slowest lap of the race being a 123.5 on lap 5. Coincidence there.
You know, we've been looking at all these guys in the front, but let's see some of that action in the back of the pack, shall we?
That is an excellent idea. Let's look at the back of the pack here. Currently, the two in the back is looks like. Look at the very back. Anthony Perky struggling a little bit. I mean, a little bit slow. Looks like he has a little bit of damage there on the right front as he gets loose a little bit.
Didn't he spin off the track like a few times? Might have shredded his tires a little bit.
You can see the damage there on the front nose of the 7. If you pay really close attention there to where like the contingency sponsors are, you can see a little bit of damage here.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's been struggling. The driver ahead of him, Joseph Uniscus, in another black car, also been struggling at tonight's event, but a lot less noticeable damage.
I think there's a trend in base coats tonight, McKay.
Actually,
lots of these cars have a black base coat with some random accent color.
Yeah, these two drivers and Kyle Davidson, another black car. Not a whole lot of luck for the black cars at tonight's event. Like fully black.
I mean,
cars.
hell, one of them's in the lead though. That's for sure. Travis Farmer.
I'm talking about almost fully black though. They've all been struggling. Anthony Uniscus actually locks it, but he is about 43 seconds behind the leader.
You know, I'm wondering, will our boy Will Byers be able to get himself back up to the lead? Will he be able to compete with Travis? What's his story?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's pushing it very hard as you saw him clip the cones. He's really, really running deep into that corner. I mean,
he's really trying to gain back up on him, and it looks like it's working. He's only about 2 seconds behind.
Yes, but the tire wear. The
of
tire
course,
wear,
the
tire
wear, the tire wear.
How hard is he pushing that car? That is the question. How hard is he pushing it? Because if he's pushing it too hard, those tires will fail on him eventually.
Of course. You know, something we haven't checked up on it a little bit was Tanner Griffin. How's he looking?
Tanner Griffin currently about 19 seconds behind the leader on my screen.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, going off track a little bit. Not a good day for a lot of the drivers. I mean, yes, it's lockup. Sonoma is a very, very, very hard road course. I hate Sonoma. I like road courses. I hate Sonoma. It is a very tricky road course.
You know, this year made me realize how much I hated Sonoma. You know?
All right, take a look at a replay here. Kyle Davidson. Trying to see what happened here. Oh, looks like he just gets loose and taps the wall hard.
He just gets loose, hits the wall. Surprised there's no contact.
Yeah,
with
very,
the, what was it, 7 car?
6 car.
Oh.
Very, very hard impact. You know what? All right, so Cohen, I think it's time that we take a rundown through the field for the first time in tonight's event. I feel like we're going to be doing this a lot. So,
cool.
Who's the guy in first?
We got my friend here, Travis Farmer. He's been a very promising racer ever since I first raced with him. Took the lead last week and won the race. Proud of him for it.
Yeah, he is doing excellent in tonight's event. In second place, Owen Christensen in the 65 Ford Mustang machine. Holding off second. Man. He is holding off second to the third place driver and the pole sitter, Will Byers, who had a bit of contact with Travis Farmer a few laps ago. Currently hunting down Owen Christensen for second.
I gotta say, man, them two Mustangs looking great. Especially the 65 of Christensen.
You just like Mustangs.
No, I just like the colors.
Currently, I find Ford to be found on road dead. Ford. Moving on, the guy in fourth place in the right car, the Chevrolet. Tanner Griffin from Fayetteville, North Carolina, currently sitting 4th in that 5 Griffin Race Paints machine. Speaking of Griffin Race Paints is premier sponsor of the Green Flag Racing Network. If you ever need very high-quality paint schemes which are proven to win, contact Tanner Griffin for more information. Moving on to the driver in 5th, Joseph Uniscus in that 89 blacked-out machine. Has been having a rough day, currently roughly 35-36 seconds behind the leader. I mean, he's really been struggling all event. 6th place, if we can get a look on the guy in 6th place.
You know, I just noticed the 7 of Fergal's out.
He is. That I didn't see that. We'll have to get a replay on that. But Kyle Davidson currently sitting in 6th in the 6th machine, not having the day he wanted. And Anthony Perkle, who is also out, if we could get a replay on that. Also out. Here we are. Let's see. He just head on into the wall. Let's see if we can get an onboard replay of that, because that is a very confusing wreck.
Yeah. Did he just like full send it and all of a sudden hit the brakes till the last second?
Oh, looks like he had damage. I mean, that is...
Oh yeah, he like no turn.
I mean, that's not the wreck that caused him to get out. Let's see if we can find that.
You know, I just realized this guy's in like keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, he could be a controller player.
True.
Yeah,
I mean, look at his wheel though.
Yeah, absolutely no steer. Yeah, a very surprising amount of drivers here on iRace, they actually do use controller.
Yeah, McKay, I honestly couldn't see myself using it with how chaotic I am on wheel. It'd be just way worse on controller.
Yeah, you're chaotic with whatever you drive, to be fair. No offense, but...
Shut up, McKay. I beat you in like half these... I beat you in like half the Solstice races.
Moving on. Travis Farmer, still with the net lead. Oh, by the way, may I remind you who has a BRRA win. Going back to Travis Farmer here in the lead, moving on from the bit of drama. Looks like Will Byers makes the pass on Owen Christensen while we were talking about Anthony Perkle. If we can get a replay on that.
Of course.
Looks like Owen Christensen had a problem.
Slow.
Yeah, looks like he had a problem. Now Will Byers hunting down Travis Farmer. Do you think Travis Farmer might...
Fun.
Could have been.
That's what happened. He got loose and he just lost control of the car and, you know,
we've seen that happen. Yeah, we've seen that happen a few times in that section of the track. Now, Will Byers now hunting down Travis Farmer. Do you think he's going to be angry from the contact a few laps ago?
Honestly, he might. Well, let's just hope there's no retaliation wrecking, because that's never fun.
Yeah, it's never fun.
Yeah, we don't need a caution. I mean, I'm sure the guy in the very back would love a caution right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Find any shot he can to get himself in a decent spot up. Or at least...
Get us...
Figure out the lines the guys in front of him are taking. See if he can...
Yeah, get a splash of Sunoco fuel and a set of Goodyear tires. Now, because it's Sonoma and it's a very long, drawn-out event, I have a very... as we have a replay here, let's see what happened. If we can get our... there we go. Oh, 89 just gets loose. Oh, whoa! Hard impacted to the wall.
You think that blew his engine?
No, because he's still going.
Doesn't look like it.
As he's off track again. He is struggling.
He is not having a good day, okay?
He is not having a good day at all. Now, going back to what I was saying, one of my favorite parts of NASCAR on Fox is the Crank It Up section. And because this is such a long race, I think we should have two. And our first one should happen right now. Let's crank it up here at Sonoma Raceway.
You know, my personal favorite part of NASCAR and Fox is the full screen advertisements.
All right. It's time to crank it up. Let's quiet up here in the booth and let the viewers enjoy the sounds of Sonoma Raceway. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Sonoma. Welcome back to Sonoma Raceway here. Travis Farmer still having that very commanding lead of a few seconds by now as we come off our crank it up here, coming into lap 17 of 55.
Looks like he's about to lap the 6th of Davidson. We'll see how that goes.
Well, the sportsman-like thing would be to move out of the way, but in NASCAR, you are not required to move out of the way. So, I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Well, I think we all know what will happen if he pisses off Travis.
Yeah, I mean, Travis is a very aggressive racer, and I wouldn't say the P word as this is a PG broadcast, or we try to keep it PG. Sometimes it's a little bit PG-13, but hey, you never know. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Looks like, Kyle Davidson looks like he's about to do the right thing and move out of the way.
Well, that's what we all hope.
And there it is. Clean,
He went wide.
respectful, sportsmanlike. Great, great job letting him by there. Yeah,
This
Travis.
is entertaining race to watch so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been Travis Farmer's race. I mean, Will Byers is crossing the start-finish line right now.
Do you think if there's a caution, I mean, of course they're all going to end up having to pit for tires. Do you think maybe through pit strategy, Will Byers might be able to get a shot at a win tonight?
Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, everyone is about. Let's see. I think the closest to him on track right now is Will Byers.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
again,
it looks like.
we are currently having the ticker issue, but I mean, him, Will Byers, Owen Christensen, and Travis Farmer are the only ones not a lap down at the moment. As of
So it looks like
Joseph
the
Uniscus comes
89
down
went
pit
to
road.
pits.
Yeah, Joseph Uniscus comes down pit road here for 4 fresh Goodyear Eagle tires and a splash of fuel. And as he's doing that, Travis Farmer proving that you don't need to be the fastest driver in order to be in the lead, as he has been clean and consistent this entire race.
Now, speaking of the person you keep messing their name up with, Mr. Tanner Griffin, how's he looking?
Currently 6 a lap down.
Poor
Currently
guy.
dead last.
He'll find a way.
But exactly, and I mean, more as he gets loose there, more drivers will wreck. I mean, he's a great driver. I have no doubt that he'll finish in the top 5.
Well, there's really only like a top 5, so I mean.
Oh, that's just low. That's just low.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Of course, it'd be great if we had more drivers out tonight. I'm sure we'll have some eventually, but right at this second,
It'll come around to him. Speaking of coming around to him, the entire field is coming around to Travis
Tanner
Farmer.
keeps getting loose.
His tires could be shot, to be fair. But Travis Farmer currently has the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow with the string wrapped around his finger, right? I mean, he is dominating this race. Absolute SVG-style domination.
That is a very true statement, Mr. McKay. I'm sure Tanner and the sorry, I forgot his name. The 6 of Davidson are praying for a caution right now.
Honestly, I don't think they're going to get one. I mean, it has been pretty clean and consistent here, except for the single car wrecks where they're able to tow. I don't think we'll see a caution all night as we approach 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. 35 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway.
I gotta say, man, this is a pretty long race.
Yeah, I mean, it is a longer race, and especially because it's a road course, it's not as exciting as, as super speedways or your short tracks or whatever. And especially when you have a driver like Travis Farmer go out and dominating. I mean, he's playing among the stars while everyone else is kind of just back there, right?
Correct. Yeah, Will Byers. How's my boy Will doing?
Will Byers currently in second, about a minute and 1 second behind not having the day he wanted. He had pole position, was flying to the moon there to an extent. Um, but I mean, it all fell apart when he had that contact with Travis Farmer a few laps towards the beginning of the race. A little bit far back. I don't know if we can get a replay on that for the folks at home just tuning in. Only one way to find out.
You know, this race has shown how versatile and fast of a driver Travis Farmer can be. He took the lead and has been holding off people. He held off people, and he's now about almost lapped the entire field. Very
Yeah, I mean,
impressive numbers from him.
it's incredible what Travis Farmer is doing. I mean, he literally he comes into the pits here for 4 fresh Goodyear Eagle tires with a splash of Sunoco fuel.
Do you think he'll be able to keep the lead, or do you think Mr. Will Byers will take over?
Well, I mean, he is the only one that hasn't made a pit stop yet, right? So, I mean, but I believe he'll have the lead 100%.
Who knows? Maybe Travis has got some good pit stop people.
Yeah, I mean, his crew chief is so in love with him right now. I mean, he is dominating this race. I mean, it's incredible.
Looks like Will Byers shall be taking the lead very shortly.
Nah, I don't know. We're about to find out. I mean, he's very far off. You look at the track map here presented by Manny Forti Crafts. The 53 of Will Byers is just now going down that, going into the hairpin as Travis Farmer is currently exiting pit road. I mean, again, he has the world on a string at the moment, and nothing is stopping Travis Farmer.
You know, I'm curious if my boy, 53 gets really loose.
He's been struggling all night with that car.
Yeah, but good save from him.
Yeah, excellent save. Will Byers now down to about 40 seconds gap. Only a 20-second improvement. But still, as the closest car to him is the 6 and the 5 of Tanner Griffin, and whoa, Travis Farmer gets loose.
Must be them cold tires, man.
Yeah, very, very cold tires. Let's see if we can get a replay on that.
Of course. You know,
Yeah,
since we were on the subject of Will Byers, if I was him personally, I'd probably go in right now, get me a set of 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a little splash of that Sunoco fuel.
Oh, I mean, he's already made a pit stop, so I mean, right now it's all about pit strategy, right? Looks like he made his pit stop around. Looks like he made his pit stop around lap 13, 14. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's been dominating by Travis Farmer here, absolutely dominating.
Has there been anybody who has not taken a pit stop yet?
Nope. So far, everyone has made one pit stop. Obviously, we're about 20 laps in, so we'll probably have one more pit stop. You know, I'm pretty sure NASCAR on Fox would absolutely love broadcasting this race because they would be able to go to commercial every 5 minutes because there's not a constant battle. But we don't do commercials here at the Green Flag Racing Network because all commercials suck. Every commercial sucks.
Except the ones that make you money. Those are pretty cool.
Fair. But so for the viewers at home, it sucks. It's you tune in, you want to watch racing, but you get ads. Like, I do not care about Ozempic. I want to see cars go left and sometimes right. As Travis Farmer still sending that lead.
Nothing beats a full screen ad while you're watching NASCAR on Fox.
Exactly.
You know, really brightens your mood.
Yeah, no full screen ads here.
Especially in a race with something like SVG leading the entire time.
Yeah, no full screen ads here. Instead, we have onboard footage. And I think we should do another rundown of the field with onboard footage.
Will Byers in the grass.
Yeah, Will Byers in the grass. You just saw Travis Farmer there in the lead. Will Byers in second place, riding on board there in that Ford Mustang. In third place, Owen Christensen in that 65 Ford Mustang. Whoa, Will Byers, looks like he had a little bit of an incident there. Let's see if we can get a replay on that here, and then we'll continue running down through the grid.
Of course. Wish a little leaderboard thing you would actually work properly so we can see how far everyone else is behind each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're having a little bit of issues with SDK. We're also having issues kind of pulling back the replay files.
89
We're
in the
supposed
pit.
to. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just damage at this point. I mean, again, we're having difficulties with our replay system, so let's go back to Travis Farmer here in the lead.
Yeah. So I might need to tell that what is it, Will Byers, that the road's the gray stuff.
That's mean.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I just have to
I
mention the
mean,
fact he's done
this is
grass so many
you're
times.
not wrong. This isn't dirt racing, but I mean it's a very hard track to be fair. But Travis Farmer, the king of consistency here at Sonoma Raceway, putting
But it
on a
doesn't change the
show.
fact that the road's the gray stuff.
Fair. 30, 20, 31. Sorry. Wow.
The 9 must
21
make a pass
laps to
from both the
go.
6 and the 5.
21
He
laps
is
to go here.
flying.
You were talking about the 5 of Tanner Griffin?
He's about to get near and past both the 6 and the 5. Wish the 7 was still on track so he could have said the 6 and the 7. That would have been great.
Haha, very funny. 6-7.
I know, right? Speaking of 6-7.
Could we not? That would be fantastic. Let's not. Instead, let's focus on the 9. Yeah, the 9 of Travis Farmer. Still extending his lead there. Will Byers about 24 seconds behind.
The 6 is in front of the 9. See how long he
Cohen,
can maintain that?
Cohen, please. Oh,
I'm just
bless your
commentating.
heart. As they would say here down in the South, bless your heart.
Bless your heart, sweetheart.
You lived down here for a few years. You've heard that one too many times. Anyway, yeah, Travis
I barely
Farmer
heard it.
with 30 laps to go, still about 24 seconds. Driver behind him, Owen Christensen, 39 seconds behind. Everyone else is a lap down.
Yeah.
As we're still having, unfortunately, we're having a bit of technical difficulties tonight, especially with our replay system, our ticker.
No, it's really disappointing. I really wish to see Tanner, pushing his car a little more. I wish he could have done a little more. But, sometimes
Yeah,
you
I
just
mean,
don't have the car for it.
or the driver. I mean, yeah, he's 14. He's a minute and 14 behind, about to be lapped down. It's definitely been a tricky race, but he's been doing a good job. I mean, he's 4th. As we have a replay here of the 65, a little bit of an incident heading down into the hairpin.
Do we? Let's see it.
And he just gets loose on corner exit, sends it around, saves it.
And then blinks.
Maybe,
and then he comes back.
It maybe clips a tire barrier a little bit there, but not bad.
Yeah, of course, his car still seems fine. It's still moving. My
Another
car would
replay
have been done laps ago.
Yeah, this is the 6. Just goes
Hey,
off
6,
track a little bit.
AO6, the road's the gray stuff.
Speaking of racing on the road, Travis Farmer hunting down Tanner Griffin here to lap him down. Battle as Tanner Griffin lets him by. Tanner Griffin, race team owner for Travis Farmer and a few other leagues. A lot of respect between those two drivers.
Of course. Yeah, I'm not sure if the team here, again, new here.
No, there's
But
not
no.
really teams here.
No.
As Tanner Griffin
It's
goes
like
off
Tanner
course
sent it a little
bit.
wide there. I think he flipped the grass.
Yeah, I think he touched the grass back there, but he saves it. He's all right. I think it's time we crank it up again. Let's do it. Let's crank it up.
Of course.
Welcome back here to Sonoma Raceway here for the NLG Xfinity Series at Green Flag Racing Network. Will Byers getting really, really loose there at the coming off his pit stop, cold tires maybe. Let's get the opinion of someone we haven't heard at all tonight. Please welcome into the booth a very familiar voice, Chris Rosca. Chris Rosca, welcome back to the booth.
Yeah, I had to make the hike up from the broadcast trailer. Yeah, great to be back up here. Back in the air conditioning. That trailer gets nice and warm baking in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's been an interesting race. Why don't you talk? Why don't you talk to us about it?
Absolutely. We've
Welcome back,
seen
Chris.
Travis Farmer take the lead early. Saw Will Byers start on pole, was really slow earlier, and then we've just seen Travis Farmer drive away. Will Byers coming into pit road for the first time this race, really kicking off that fuel cycle. Travis Farmer rounding out that fuel cycle, still able to keep his lead, and he's been expanding it ever since that pit cycle. We're currently in the second round of pit stops. Will Byers came down pit road earlier. Owen Christensen ready to come down pit road any moment. Kyle Davidson, Tanner Griffin laps down. But it's all been Travis Farmer's race this season, or race tonight. And that's kind of just a repeat of what happened last week, as we see Kyle Davidson crash. We'll take a look at this, see what happened here. Kyle Davidson getting into turn number 6. Overcooks it into the grass and tries to put the power down, spins out. Able to keep it off the wall. No damage. Tanner Griffin also crashing just now. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I've been noticing Tanner Griffin's been getting really loose. I'm sure his tires are more than screwed.
Oh, that's
I
a
was going
hit.
for
Back out onto the track. And that blew his engine. I think that's Tanner Griffin's race done right there.
Yeah, that was a very hard impact.
Not a fast repair?
Absolutely. Right, that's a hard angle to hit too. Right in the tire barriers, but that's right on the left front. You have the driver, you have the body of your driver, you have the tire barriers, but it doesn't absorb everything. You still like move during the hit.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of
Yeah, a lot of energy there. So that's Tanner's day done. Even if he has a fast repair, that's Tanner's day done. So we go back on Will Byers here. 1 minute and 11 seconds out, currently sitting in third place after a little bit of an incident on his pit cycle. Travis Farmer, I mean, he's still pulling away. I mean, he is 50, almost a minute in front of the guy in second place. A minute.
You know, something I've noticed this entire race is the 89's been in pits for how long now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think his day is done. I'm gonna be honest. I think his day is
race
done.
might just be done for tonight. I mean, if he can get he can get as many laps as he needs to, you know. We
Yeah,
we haven't done any interviews yet, you know.
Yeah, trying to get interviews mid-race is a little bit hard, especially with trying to pull in drivers. But let me see if I can do something about it.
How you been, Roscoe?
well, had a rough day today. But Travis Farmer still out in front. You see the ticker flip to 26 laps to go here in tonight's event from the Sonoma Raceway, formerly known as Sears Point and Infinity. 25 laps to go here. Tanner Griffin back out on track. Gets put another lap down by his teammate Travis Farmer. Will Byers, Owen Christensen for that Eclipse Motorsports team, sitting second and third. Real good points day for them. Had a really strong race a week ago at Homestead. Unfortunately fell short to Travis Farmer, who won on his debut, as McKay mentioned earlier this race. Tanner Griffin making his
get a second win this week.
Absolutely. Tanner Griffin making his NLG Xfinity Series debut. And he's doing it in a much different way than Travis Farmer did a week ago.
Of course. Tanner showed promise earlier this race when he qualified second. I think a minor get loose or something. I can't remember exactly what happened. Caused him to fall back and just He has just not had a good race. However, he just had himself he got himself some new tires. He got himself a brand new engine. So let's see what
The
all that
tire,
stuff can help him.
those new tires, he's absolutely shredding at the moment. To be fair.
Yeah, maybe should have heated them up a little bit before he started to shred them. But
Yeah, I
I
mean
am the
it's.
boss of them.
Well, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I don't know. I'm not the boss of him. He does whatever.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely been interesting. This has definitely been an interesting race. Right now, only 2 drivers on the lead lap on my screen. 2, Travis Farmer and Will Byers. I mean, this is this is domination on another level. 2 drivers on the lead lap. Now, to be fair, Travis Farmer has not pitted yet, and hopefully Owen Christensen will get his lap back when he does. But I mean, this is domination on another level. Nothing I've ever seen in my broadcasting career.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't think I've seen anybody win back to back on their first race, and first and second race. Pardon me.
I mean, this is giving major Shane Van Gisbergen vibes. I mean,
Ab-
absolute.
There's gonna be in that Shane Van Winsbergen streak here.
Absolute dominance by Travis Farmer this race as well as last race on 2 very separate tracks. You remember a week ago, Travis Farmer winning at Homestead Miami Speedway, a 1.5-mile intermediate track. It was very different from a road course. So 2 dominant back-to-back wins on 2 very separate racetracks. And you have yourself a strong title contender as the season winds closer and closer to the season finale. One thing you might notice if you were here a week ago watching the race at Homestead, 2 drivers missing as Tanner Griffin misses turn 2, airborne, head onto the tire barrier, bounces back onto the track, blows another engine.
Tanner
He
Griffin
goes
might
back
just be out for the
towards
tonight,
pit
fellas.
road.
That was a hard crash.
That was a big crash. Take a look at this.
Yeah, that's a bigger crash than I've seen this entire race, my man.
Just cooking too hard through 1, misses turn 2, and just airborne. That's a hard hit. Tanner's gonna feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sure Tanner's not gonna be able to finish this race tonight. Poor guy.
Absolutely. Now, as I was mentioning before, Tanner Griffin used the jump in turn 2. If you were watching a week ago, there's 2 drivers missing. The 97 of Eisel and the 36 of... I'm blanking on his name now. Trevor Kelly, the 36 of Trevor Kelly. Both of those 2 teammates unable to make it to tonight's event, so that'll drop them further down the team point standings, and potentially we'll have a new points leader exiting tonight's event.
Earlier we were talking about Tanner Griffin. Speaking of Tanner Griffin, now that he's no longer racing, I think it's time we pull him up into the booth and give a mid-race interview. Tanner Griffin, welcome to the GFRN booth. It's the guys in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh yeah, I got a copy.
How you feeling after that wreck? I mean, that was a hard impact.
Really was.
Oh, I'm more irritated than anything.
I mean, you. So explain what happened.
Well, I hit the old brakes, and the brakes weren't breaking, and next thing you know, I'm part of Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, you kind of took the jump there to an extent.
Yeah, not by choice. I'm sitting here pumping the brake, pumping the piss out of them, but all I'm hearing is it ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at the replay, you got airborne and hit the wall head on. I mean, that was a hard impact. Very hard impact.
Not the Monster Jam.
Yeah, it don't help. I was trying a new line.
I mean, yeah, what are your thoughts on Travis Farmer? Because I mean, he's been absolutely dominating this entire race.
He's a really quick guy. I mean, it didn't take him. I don't think he did any practice. He said, and he come out here and he is dropping 1 minute 20s. I think he's got down to 1:19 now. He is flying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking here. His fastest lap was a 1:20.9, lap 24.
Yeah. Yeah, he was cooking.
A lot of problems tonight, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, he is. I mean, there's only what 3 cars on the lead lap. Himself, Will Byers. We just saw a replay of while you were talking, getting loose there into the corner, and then Owen Christensen in third, about a minute and 16. He's threatening of being lapped here very very shortly. But I mean, this has been an interesting race. I mean, at the beginning, a lot of very close battles, but now it's very very stretched out. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's you can see the skill base go back. The knowledge of the drivers. Travis, I think he's the most advanced of us all.
But he is fast in almost anything he drives. You and I have experience. The four of us have experience driving against him in IndyCar and endurance. I mean, he is fast in pretty much anything you throw him in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Travis, I think he's either got that experimental set from Goodyear, or he's just that good.
Or he's on some sort of
Stimuli.
illicit stimuli. Yeah. As we approach 20 laps to go, and speaking of 20 laps to go, we're hitting 20 laps to go, presented by Griffin Race Paints. Before we let you go, is there anything you want to say about Griffin Race Paints?
Oh yeah, for the next 3 days you got 50% off all your bundles, regular solo paint scheme, whatever you want is 50% off.
That is quite the deal. Thank you, Tanner Griffin. Tanner Griffin, driver of the number 5 and owner of Griffin Race Paints, joining us in the booth after a very, very hard impact with the wall there just a few laps to go. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we can only wish the best for Tanner these next 2 races. Hopefully, he'll win by chance. We'll all see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, not the race, obviously not the race he wanted, but he's not the best road course racer. I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting an absolutely stellar night. But, I mean,
of course, second place was pretty promising for the start.
Yeah, but, I mean, definitely not the race he wanted.
I mean, of course, with Travis's ability to take a car and he's really good with saving tires. He's really good at keeping going fast while saving tires. I saw him in a cup car at Old Atlanta. He was able to pull off a win straight off a tire saving. It was a cool race to watch, I gotta say.
Absolutely. As we come down to 19 laps to go here in Central California's Sonoma Raceway, Travis Farmer still having an outstanding lead, having a 42-second gap over Will Byers, and teammate Owen Christensen right behind in third. Everyone else laps down in tonight's event. We just heard from Tanner Griffin. He's down on pit road getting repairs. Snookus, Perkle, both off track from multiple various incidents they've had in tonight's event. But Travis Farmer's really been out front, really repeating what he's done from Homestead. Robert, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's absolute domination, right? I mean, as I've said multiple times, I mean, a 43-second gap to Will Byers. I mean, he's been holding that. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap. I mean, absolute domination.
Travis showed a lot of promise tonight.
Absolutely, a lot of domination from that 9 machine. But that doesn't come without saying that the 53 of Byers and the 65 of Christensen, those 2 teammates have both been struggling with keeping their cars on track and straight. Whereas Travis Farmer has just been able to do that for almost this entire race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, it's been a really interesting race. I mean, we obviously knew Travis Farmer was fast, but it looked like Will Byers was the guy to beat until he had that incident very, very early on that kind of took him out of contention.
Yeah, we can only wish better for him soon. But for now, looks like Travis Farmer is going to be dominating this league for a little bit.
And there are no stages here in NLG because stages are kind of stupid, in my personal opinion. It's green. We race 55 laps. We race 55 laps under green unless there's a caution. And I know Roscoe will agree with me on that.
Absolutely, I agree. The stage cautions really take away from racing because it bunches the field up arbitrarily. Right? If you're Travis Farmer right now and the stage ends as he's coming to the stage end, he knows that all that lead that he's built up in the past 20, 30 laps, that's all gone because now Will Byers is right next to him. So,
Well, to be fair, this race could have used a caution or two. To be fair.
absolutely, it could use the caution, but the caution has to come organically. It can't be arbitrarily. It can't be an arbitrary caution. Because then you're then racing 3 races instead of 1, but I'm all for stages. I'm all for stages. I think adding bonus points in the middle of the race gives drivers an incentive to be towards the front as Travis Farmer tries his hand at drifting through turn 4, able to keep that car straight-ish, but still damageless on that number 9 Toyota Supra.
That'd be the first big mistake I've seen him do all race.
Didn't even cost him that much time.
Well, he has so much time. What is there to cost?
Well, Will Byers did the same thing down in turn 11. Let's take a look.
Maybe that's why I didn't lose a whole lot of time.
You know, of course, we were just talking about stages. I personally like stages. I mean, because they cause a bit more. They bunch the field back up together. They give us more, competition. They give us a full field of fresh tires that we get to see what those drivers can do with said fresh tires and see if they can make passes on the once was a leader.
Back to what I was talking about before. Travis Farmer experimented with his handbrake. I'm all for bonus points in the middle of the race. You pick a lap, say lap 15 of 55, lap 30 of 55. You have bonus points. So whoever's in the lead, top 5, they get bonus points. But you don't throw a caution. It incentivizes people to be up towards the front during those laps. It incentivizes people to race. But you don't throw the caution, so you still incentivize that race-long pit strategy. Do we want to pit? Do we want to try and race towards the front, get those stage points, or do we want to pit and just go for the win, basically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
You can tell this race is really strung out when we're talking about
Stages.
stage cautions.
Absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't help that that Richard Eisel and Trevor Kelly, those 2 Team Baja teammates, were unable to make this race. As I got a notification that Christensen went somewhere and he's had connection issues all race.
And somewhere looking the tire barrier.
Almost.
Oh, almost the tire barrier.
Yeah. Able to keep that thing clean. Don't know why that gave me a notification, but
Could have been a lost control.
yeah, absolutely. As we go back live, Travis Farmer makes his way down pit road for the final time, working 16 coming to 15 laps to go.
Yeah, there's absolutely no pressure on his picker right now. They could have a beer, have a smoke, and then change his tires, and he'd still be in the lead.
Of course,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. You have all this time, but there's still the pressure of getting it done right and getting it done fast, so that way you don't waste too much time.
Of course, yeah. You don't want to waste all your time trying to make it up to the lead and then just not get the lead.
That's actually a fair analogy there. As we're on 15 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway, the absolute domination by Travis Farmer here, with about a 50-second lead. It's incredible, absolutely incredible what he's been doing all night long.
Absolutely is. Oh, and Christensen pits from the second position. He comes down pit road. You look on the track maps. He is number grayed out towards the start finish line. Tanner Griffin's still in pit road, getting his repair done.
What do y'all think? Do you think Tanner Griffin's gonna be able to get himself back out on track, or do you think he's done for the night?
No, he's done.
There's
no way.
That depends on his motivation. I think that motivation is little shredded as well as his front bumper was. You heard it from the man himself. He was auditioning for Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, and that landing was definitely a Spirit Airlines landing, to be fair.
It was a little bit like a Ryanair landing, but
Spirit's worse. Spirit literally just flew through, or actually flew through Hurricane Helene, just a few days ago, actually. That big Category 5 hurricane currently in the Atlantic. Our thoughts and prayers go out to anyone affected by the hurricane anyway. I don't think it's made landfall yet, but I mean, you never know. Hurricanes are extremely scary. But going back to what I was saying, Tanner Griffin definitely, hopefully gets the part there in Spirit. I want him to be sponsored by Spirit next week. That would be hilarious.
Absolutely, and
I think that'd be a great sponsor for
in my
Tanner.
absolutely, and in my own racing endeavors, I've been sponsored by Spirit Airlines before. As you mentioned this in the our late model stock series for the Grease Monkey Racing League on Tuesday nights. You mentioned that during that broadcast earlier this week, how I spend more time in the air than I do in the lead.
Yeah, your nickname, Christopher Ryan Priest Rosca. You spend more, yeah, exactly. You spend more time in the air than you do the lead. Had a couple of flips in your racing series over the last few weeks. Cohen also knows a lot about spending more time in the air than in the lead.
Of course I do.
Christensen
Yeah.
around in turn 10. Let's take a look.
Wee.
Heck, there's a whole song written about me called "In the Air Tonight." Thank you, Phil Collins. I really appreciate your notice of my subpar driving skills.
Coming to lap.
Subpar is being generous.
Coming to 13 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Travis Farmer still well out in front. As you can tell, not much action going on track. You look during the track map, and one thing I did notice is that Tanner Griffin machine back on track, and Will Byers auditioning for Formula Drift right behind.
He actually got back out on track. That's incredible.
Got Will Byers right
Tanner,
behind.
though.
Love tap. Here we go.
Tanner just isn't done racing yet tonight, boys.
That was an
He's giving
extremely,
it whatever he can.
that was an extremely interesting contact
And-
there. I wonder if that was on purpose.
Yeah, that
No.
bump. I wonder if Will Byers is a little frustrated with Tanner Griffin sitting right in front of him.
Or the other
I
way
see a little
around.
bit of debris on track,
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
I'm sorry, what was that, Konos?
I think I see a little bit of debris on track.
Oh, let's not bring back the Phantom Cautions from the 2010s. Let's not do that. Tanner Griffin saw him loose. He's still somewhat. Never mind. Oh,
There should have been a caution.
save it. Still straight.
Random pebbles that just spawned on track.
Of course you would say that. You're a Ryan Blaney fan.
You gotta get the caution out. You gotta get the caution out. The guy with the broomstick.
No, David Hoots put it out turn 4. I got a spectator climbing the fence. That's a classic. That's a classic from Richmond.
No, what you gotta do is you gotta get 5 AMR safety trucks, all with guys with broomsticks, and just send them out and scrape the little pebbles off the track. You gotta do it NASCAR style, as Tanner Griffin is making their job harder and putting even more pebbles on the track.
Yeah,
Tanner,
or
just let you know the track's the gray stuff.
Or we got Richmond 2013 when Matt Kenseth rear-ended. I believe it was Casey Kane coming to pit road because an ambulance parked right at the commitment line. You know this broadcast gets really boring when we start talking about random NASCAR stuff.
I mean, while we're on the subject of Matt Kenseth, we might as well talk about Martinsville 2014.
Oh, that's my favorite Matt Kenseth moment.
No. Mine's Martinsville 2015.
Oh, yes, 2015. Sorry, not 2014.
Absolutely dumping
that is
Joey
my bad.
Logano into turn 1. That is peak Joey. That's peak Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth feud right there. Tanner Griffin still shredding those rear tires coming out of turn number 4, going into turn number 7.
Maybe Matt Kenseth should come back.
He should, honestly. That'd be fun.
Matt Kenseth should come back and have some fun with Logano.
Just absolutely dump him in the Championship 4 race next year because it's an even year.
Oh yeah, I'm tired of Logano, bro.
You're a Team Penske fan. You can't be talking.
I'm not a Team Penske fan. I'm a Ryan Blaney fan.
Fair, just like I'm a Kyle Busch fan, but not an RCR fan. Because RCR sucks absolute balls.
Team Penske's a good team, but their teammates suck.
And here I am with my William Byron Hendrick Motorsports fan base. Because I like both, and I actually like the team my driver drives for.
At least you don't have depression.
Hey, at
Like
least you're
being
not
an
a Chase
RCR
fan.
Kyle Busch fan.
Yeah,
Hey,
but Byron just got a penalty, so I'm not exactly happy about that. Travis Farmer's still in the lead. And if you look on the track map, you see one driver just in front of him. That's the 65 of Christiansen in the third position. The last driver on the lead lap. And Travis Farmer is inching closer and closer as we get 10 laps to go here at Sonoma.
Actually, Will Byers is also a lap down.
You know, Rosca.
Oh, well, Byers
least you're
shows
not-
on the lead lap on my end.
Yeah, that's what I said. Will Byers is on the lead lap along with Owen
Yeah.
Christensen.
The last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, Owen
That's what I
Christensen
meant
about
to
a
say.
minute and 14 behind. He's definitely going to get lapped here by the end of this race as we have 10 laps to go, presented by Manny 14 Crafts.
Absolutely. Riding on board with Travis Farmer here going into turn number 7. You can just going to watch the car and hit all these bumps. Sonoma is a very bumpy track. It's very hard to get the power down because you have all these bumps, all these curbs. And you have to manage that. That's what's been weighing on these drivers this whole race.
Something I noticed is Travis is hitting the clutch in as he's going into the turn. You look at his RPM gauge, you can see it goes all the way down to the idle.
Definitely fast, but also lets drive. It also, when you release the clutch, it also spins the rear tires. So very, very fast, but also very, very risky.
I believe Travis has been taking advantage of that all race because he's been showing speed.
Absolutely. 9 laps to go here from Sonoma.
Yeah, look at his RPM gauge there. You can see it goes all the way down to 0.
Tanner Griffin, yet again involved in an incident, getting into turn number 4. And hits the curb, and just around it goes, right into a tire barrier. Let's take another
Dang,
look.
Tanner. Not having the race he wants.
Getting into the corner, hits the curb, around he goes, and
Oof.
right sides into that tire barrier. Looks like he hit a flush, but still knocked the toe link out of that right front.
Yeah, that right front.
I'm
is
sure
pretty
that toe link
freaking-
was fine.
I don't know about that. Still.
I don't know, he's got a lot of turn.
Tanner Griffin bringing it down pit road to get that toe link fixed.
How many fast repairs we got tonight, boys?
I believe 2.
Well, Tanner's already used 2 of them up, I think.
Absolutely. Drive back on board with Travis Farmer. You look right in front. That's the 65 of Christiansen. That's last car on the lead lap.
Last car on the lead lap. Still hunting him down. I mean, we're 8 laps to go. And
He was the last car on lead lap. Oh yeah, right.
yeah.
I'm thinking
Travis Farmer has been hunting down absolutely everybody.
Yeah, Travis is a beast on anything. He is really good with any car you put him in.
Yeah, I mean, absolute domination. As we said earlier, you throw him into anything and he'll be fast. You can throw him into a golf cart and he'll be fast.
Oh yeah, he's still dominant this race in a golf cart. We all know it.
He's a wheel man.
Absolutely.
Kyle Busch at Coda this year, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That should have been his win.
Gonna talk about that because.
Well, if it was supposed to be his win, then he really should have won.
Your driver should have passed inspection today, but no.
Okay, let's not talk about that. Coming to 7 laps to go here from Sonoma. Cautionless race from these drivers as Travis Farmer's been out front since the early stages of this race. Will Byers sitting second after starting on the front row.
You know, it looks like Tanner's just not giving up. He's 12 laps down, yes, but he is still clearly on track. It's dedication there, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been off and on track all day long for repairs and wrecks and all that. I gotta commend his commitment.
I do agree, man. He's been very committed into keeping himself in the race.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you don't really see a lot of that determination when it comes to the drivers a few laps down, except for Rosca. But when he goes back out on track, he gets airborne.
Yeah, let's not talk about Las Vegas.
What
Thank
happens
you
in
for
Vegas
choosing Ross
stays in
there.
Vegas. Let's leave it at that.
No, that car is in the Midwestern Racing Corporation Hall of Fame right now, and there's some noticeable damage to the roof.
I'm surprised there are cars. I'm surprised there's a car to display at the shop.
Yeah.
To be fair, we still don't have a roof, so.
No, I got that fixed. We have a roof.
For now.
Yeah. Until I start
This car.
until I start running Fords again, then I gotta rip the roof off.
Please don't. I stole those supplies from a hurricane relief supply truck.
Oh, come on. I'm sporting a Ford, so you got to know I'm building that one outside. See, Owen Christensen right out front of Travis Farmer 6 laps to go here in tonight's event. Owen Christensen with some connection issues. You see him blinking. Travis Farmer trying to put that 65 machine one lap down. We're going to take a look and see how this plays out. Right on his bumper. Here we go.
Yeah, Owen Christensen fighting for his life, trying not to go a lap down, but it is unsuccessful. Travis Farmer dives on the inside and gets the pass complete with 6 laps to go.
Yeah,
6 laps to go. Only got 2 cars on the lead lap. That's Will Byers in the 53, who is the only other driver on the lead lap. Let's take a look, see where he is. He's coming down the, going into turn number 3. Now turn number 4. So not a lot of room. Got about almost a minute gap between Travis Farmer and Will Byers. So Will Byers comfortably in that second position, but really no threat for him to move forward at all.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't really have a whole lot of threat. As we hit 5 laps to go, I think we should do one more crank it up. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Four laps to go here in tonight's event. Travis Farmer still out in a commanding lead. See him coming down towards turn number 4. Will Byers still in second, but Travis Farmer's just been building his lead up.
Yeah, do you think he will have enough time to go past Will Byers and put him a lap down before the end of this race?
Well, Will Byers entering turn 11 right here, locks it up. Travis Farmer through turns 8 and 9, so it's gonna get tight if Travis Farmer wants to lap the field.
It might be possible. We'll have to see how Travis performs tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, but you gotta understand Will Byers is pushing to try and prevent that as well, to try and keep some semblance of a race going on here and not just an absolute domination fest. As Travis Farmer comes 3 laps ago here from Sonoma Raceway up in California. Yeah, just like Robert mentioned before, during the spring and summer, or spring and early summer, this is a very beautiful place. You got very rainy weather, perfect for growing grapes for a bunch of vineyards. But this grass, very green during the spring. IndyCar comes here during the spring. And then during the late summer, NASCAR comes around. The grass is barren, very dusty out. So not a very picturesque environment for a race, but NASCAR's just announced in the 2026 schedule that they're going to Sonoma in March. So potential for a rain race here at Sonoma, which I believe would be a very interesting race.
That would be extremely weird. Like,
I
weird.
said interesting, not weird.
It would be weird to see rain and green at Sonoma.
Have you not watched an IndyCar race there?
No.
Travis could park it 30 seconds and still maintain his lead.
Still have a 30-second lead. Well, Travis Farmer, according to the live timing and scoring, has a 1-minute gap and growing over Will Byers.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, absolute domination tonight.
Someone should really just have Travis park it, get Will Byers somewhat on his tail, so then there's some competition tonight.
2 laps ago here from Sonoma. You just noticed the ticker stopped scrolling. There's only 4 cars out on track. Tanner Griffin shown in the 5th position, currently off the track, down in the garage, trying to get that car ready for the next week at the Brickyard. Joey Snookus, Anthony Perkle also parking their cars earlier tonight.
Looks like McKay was right about 5 for Tanner.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tanner has had a really rough night, unfortunately, but I mean, it's Sonoma. It's a very, very hard road course.
Absolutely. Very difficult, very hilly, very hard to get the traction that you need for getting runs and making moves. So it's a very balancing track. You got to balance pushing the car. We also have to balance trying to keep that car on the track as I got a notification. Will Byers having a little bit of an incident going towards turn number 11. Goes off track.
The track's the gray stuff, buddy.
Getting into turn number 11, locks it up, and goes for a little slide.
And as he does that, Travis Farmer takes the white flag. 1 to go, presented by Manny 4T Crafts. Manny 4T Crafts making beautiful art functional.
Guys, I think I know who might be winning tonight.
I think it's gonna be Will Byers.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Will Byers.
yeah. Let's go through our Green Flag Racing Network ones to watch. I think we all know who we're picking in tonight's events, and it has not been close.
Oh yeah,
Travis Farmer. We definitely did this a little bit too late, not the end of the world, but the one to watch is Travis Farmer as he is going through the S's right now on the last lap. Definitely should have done the one to watch a little bit later. Travis Farmer absolutely dominating day in that number 9 Monster Energy Toyota Supra as he goes through the S's.
Trust guys, Travis is gonna smash it to the wall, and Will Byers is gonna pass him and win.
Yeah, you can never know. Travis Farmer taking the lead on lap 7 comes through turn number 11 knowing that he has won here at Sonoma Raceway. Just getting out of turn number 11, checkered flag in the air. And he's already doing a celebration. Travis Farmer wins here at Sonoma.
I can't wait to see that victory burn out from him.
It's going to be great. Yeah, Travis Farmer takes the win here at the Sonoma Wine Country 55. Doing a little bit of drifts there, a little bit of a Shane Van Gisbergen celebration for a Shane Van Gisbergen type domination race.
Absolutely. And Will Byers, take a look at this. Will Byers, in turn 7, still has yet to take the win. Or still has yet to take the checkered flag.
God, what do you mean bro? Nah, this guy's definitely taking the win, guys.
Will Byers
Great
still searching for his first win.
And Will Byers takes the win from second place.
Oh, come on. I pulled a Rick Allen, okay? You don't need to go after me for this.
And Travis
Well,
says Will Byers crossed the finish line. Travis Farmer is entering the
Will
S's for
Byers
this
takes the
victory lap.
win in his dreams.
yeah, well, Byers doing
Look
a
at
little
the-
bit of a
Whoa.
donut in turn 11. As he's going to come take the checkered flag and finish in the second position. Owen Christensen finished one lap down to the third position. Kyle Davidson in fourth. We'll go through the rest of the field right after this.
You know, I think Kyle Davidson definitely won tonight. I mean,
I think
clearly.
we should go to Travis Farmer's onboard. He is currently doing the drag strip. He's currently doing the drag strip here at Sonoma Raceway.
Oh.
Alrighty. Alrighty then.
That was interesting. Let's take a look at the results from tonight's event. Travis Farmer wins after taking the lead on lap 7 and not looking back. Will Byers a minute and 17 behind. Owen Christensen 1 lap down. Davidson 2 down. Tanner Griffin, Yusnukas Perkle all out early. As you see the laps down scored there. Robert McKay joining us up in the booth.
McKay had a terrible race today. 55 laps down. Man, what a shame, man.
Yeah, not the day that I totally wanted.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, had a little bit of an issue getting into the session, and unfortunately had to technically register for the race. But I mean, it happens.
Of course.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Gotta say,
Domination.
that burnout looking great from Travis Farmer. I gotta say, McKay did awful this race. 55 laps down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. Unfortunate, some technical issues causing him to register for the race. As we get ready for some interviews, Christensen up first, tracked him down after his third place finish. Owen Christensen, it's up. Yeah, I can English. Jeez. It's a Green Flag Racing Network booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Absolutely. How was that race for you? Finished 1 lap down to the third position.
All I can say is it probably went as well as I could have expected. I wish I finished on the lead lap. Probably if I just cut out one of those incidents I had, especially that spin towards the carousel. Wish I could have not done that. That's for sure. But overall, I think I did about as best as I could. Finished top 3, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, man, you did great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously today was the Travis Farmer special. I mean, he dominated the race today. What are your thoughts on that?
There's nothing really I could do. I wasn't really expecting it going into it, but he's a very talented driver. Can't really expect much less out of him. I thought I might be able to keep up a little bit more, but he just started setting those laps from the beginning, and I knew probably the goal was a podium.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a day for Travis Farmer. Anything else you want to say here before we let you go?
Just thank you to the folks at Sun Country for the car. Obviously, felt really good today, despite those couple of mishaps I had. But yeah, overall, great race.
Alrighty, thank you for joining us in the booth. We always appreciate your company.
Thank you very much, guys.
Third place there. Now time to bring in second place, Will Byers. Will Byers, it's Robert McKay in the GFRN booth. You got a copy? Will Byers, it's Robert McKay and the boys in the GFRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
All right, perfect. What a race. I mean, Travis Farmer dominated the entire thing. So at that point, it was a battle for the podium. What are your thoughts?
It was fine. I don't know. It was kind of a boring race. Didn't really, nothing really happened. Stayed on the lead lap, so we count that as a win.
Yeah, I mean, you had the pole there, had a little bit of an incident with Travis Farmer there in the first few laps, and Travis Farmer just took off from there.
Yeah, he's good.
He's very good.
Yeah, man, you did great though. Congrats on second place.
Not
Thanks.
a whole lot not a whole lot to talk about. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Not really, no.
Alrighty, Will Byers, guys, second place here at Sonoma. Now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Travis
NLG's equivalent of Shane Van Gisbergen. Please welcome Travis Farmer to the GFRN booth. Travis, it's the guys in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Holy domination. Jesus.
Yeah, man, that was a great race, man. We are amazed, man.
Thank you, thank you. I tried.
How does it feel to have dominated a road course and get a win back to back?
Pretty good. It feels pretty good. I didn't think I'd get one here, but it worked out in my favor.
Work down your favor. Travis Farmer, you set the fastest lap. You took the lead at lap 7, and you just drove away with it. I don't think there was any luck involved with this one.
Yeah, I was having a good race with that one guy. I don't Will, I think it was.
Yeah, Will Byers.
Yeah, that was pretty fun chasing him.
Yeah, I mean, what a battle. What a race. Absolute domination. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go?
No, that's about it. Looking forward to next week.
And I'm sure you'll have an excellent run there. Hopefully another domination race. Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it. Have a good one, fellas.
You too, buddy.
As the interviews round out and the sun starts to set here at Sonoma Raceway, we say goodnight and goodbye, folks. This has been the Green Flag Racing Network's presentation of the Wine Country Classic 55. I'm Robert McKay, joined by Christopher Rosca and Cohen Haas. Thanks for watching, and catch us Tuesday as we go to Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway for